Rescues and shelters say they're overflowing with animals. Renee Jameson is here with Pet Pals TV. Harry, of course, not one of those up for adoption. Patty's dog.
Patty's dog. She's out there working today. So, yeah, we get to visit with Harry a little bit. But Harry came from a rescue as well.
And kind of the reason we're talking today is because, especially in the spring, so many animals are in our shelters and at rescues and whatnot that need adopted. And you really found a place that is helping solve this problem.
It's a special place in Avon. It's called Misty Eyes Animal Center, and they are all volunteer, nonprofit, and they rescue cats and dogs. Here we go, from across the state of Indiana, and they receive the adoption center, and so many animals are given second chances here. The dogs are all fostered, but within the last few months they opened what's called Kitty City.
Okay, so what is Kitty City? I love that name.
I know, right? It's a 4,000 square foot building, and it's lined with suites. And a lot of times when the cats come in, they need to get acclimated. You never know their background, and so it gives them time to heal. And the suites are amazing. I mean, some of them have cat couches in there. They're all individually sponsored, and so they decorated them. And 50 cats can stay there at one time, and it does allow them to save an additional 400 cats a year.
So why is that? Because those ones aren't then in other shelters taking up room?
Well, when you have them all in a place where people can go see them, interact with them,
get socialized,
get socialized, and they can find just the right cat for them, sometimes that adoption process will move a little bit quicker.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I know.
You know, growing up, I remember I physically found a cat before, and then it was a feral cat, and it does take time for them to get to know people and whatnot. So this kind of steps over that process then for the rescues and for these cats.
It really does. It really does. And since they've opened, they've saved thousands.
That's amazing.
Of dogs and cats.
You mentioned in the beginning of our conversation too about some animals are being fostered out there, and that's helping too. Is that one of the ways that people can help with these overcrowding of shelters and whatnot?
Absolutely. Shelters are always looking for good fosters, and fortunately at Misty Eyes they kind of have an army of fosters, but they're always looking for more. But it's a great way where you can take the animals out of shelters and save lives. In fact, I think at Misty Eyes they have 1,000 hours of volunteer work every month.
Wow. And so if you're interested in helping, can you just go to Misty Eyes and volunteer?
They have certain hours you can go. Certainly, they're always willing to take volunteers. But you can go to mistyeyes.org to get more information. You can also fill out an adoption application. And coming up, they have some fundraisers. That's how they were able to open Kitty City.
Okay, so they have a big sale coming up.
Yes, yes. And you can see the dates there. And yeah, that's how they're able to keep things going. And then a lot of times when we were there at Kitty City, there was a group of young girls that just came in and donated supplies. They also told me there that children will come in and read to the cats. Which is pretty precious.
That is amazing.
Isn't it? Yeah. And they also have a big screen for the cats, you know, and the lady that I talked to there said, people kind of asked, what about that big screen? But when we were there, a lot of tail wags, you know, watching the squirrels and the birds. They have a place that's called a catio, which is a porch where they can watch all the birds and squirrels they want. So when they were building this, they really thought about the cats and what it would do to help them, you know, acclimate and also be happy and ready to be adopted.
It sounds amazing. Renee, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You, of course, can tune in to Pet Pals TV every Saturday morning at 10:30 right here on Wish TV. You can also go to petpalstv.com and get all that information. Kitty City, gotta love it.